Well, good evening, everyone. Thank you all so much for tuning into my channel. I have made a new purchase in gold this year, and even though gold is at an all-time high, I'm still buying, but I'm buying fractional now. So these are 1/10 ounces. These are slab Chinese pandas. I have a 2013, 2014, 2015, and 2018, and they're all graded MS69. Now, if you're wondering, why did I buy pandas? And why are we looking at this massive Bible? Well, y'all know that's because this is a Christian channel, and the true treasure's right here, right? This is a bishop's Bible from the year 1568. This thing is 17 by 15 by 4.5, and it weighs about 37 pounds. It's massive. And we're open right now to the book of Micah. Let me go ahead and show y'all. Very large Bible. I don't want to try to move the Bible. It's easier just to move the camera. So this thing is as big as my entire arm. I'm telling you, it's very, very large. So a lot of fun. It's beautiful. It has the Old English script, which I enjoy. You get used to it. You really do. This is my daily reading Bible. So, well, anyways, let's talk about gold and silver real quick. I have a fear that a lot of the boomers are about to probably lose 30 to 40% of their savings in the next 5 to 10 years because dollar is crashing, right? The dollar was never, a true unit of sustained value. It's a system of debt, and the banks are leveraging money in such a way where they are giving people more money when they'll spend money. It's a system of debt. It's a system of corruption. And, I truly believe, based off a dream I had years ago, that gold and silver is true money. And I was wondering what to invest in and praying, and God led me to gold. And I just share that message with those that hear me. I'm not a financial advisor, but I'm telling y'all what the Lord has shared with me. And I'll just tell you the dream, and you can make with it what you will. I saw a clock on the wall in the dream, and it was a very different dream. And the hands of the clock were made out of gold, and they were in the shape of P-38 pistols. I happen to have a few World War II pistols, and for a time being there when I was completely, loving the self and this life, I was collecting pistols like nobody's business. And when I returned and started doing the things of God with first and foremost with all my heart again, I ended up selling a bunch of guns, and I was keeping some of these. Well, I was considering selling them, but then I had this dream, and the hands on the clock were P-38 pistols. So God was showing me that, those collectible World War II pistols, which is what they were, and also gold over time. This is how I received the dream. Over time, gold and rare firearms of World War II, that's what he showed me would increase in value. Now, God has not given me real advice on silver, but I know silver follows gold. It's a little bit more volatile, but it also has a great market in industry. And with these silver batteries that are going to be coming out in the next decade, and the decade that follows that, it's probably a good market to be into. I'm just saying, you're not going to buy silver and then regret it if you're willing to hold it for 5 years. I think I can safely say that. Once again, not financial advice, but I can safely say that. Now, I normally would have bought American Eagles or just some type of generic 1/10 ounce gold round, but these little coins, it's 2013, take a look. Beautiful little slab panda here, first strike. And as you see at the bottom there, it says AU 999. Is it 3 nines or 4 nines? 3 nines, and it says 1/10 ounce. Can't get it to focus just perfect, but you get the idea. It's wanting to focus on the Bible right now, so the camera knows what's best. Now, I will say I have a 2015 here, and the 2015 is not marked. And in that year, they quit putting They quit putting the AU 999 and the 1/10 ounce. So a little advice, if you were ever going to buy Pandas, I would keep it 2014 and prior, because at least then you were getting a full 10th ounce and they were marking it on the coin. Now I looked it up and the 2015 is a full 10th ounce. But then get this, I have one 2018 here. And if you look at this one, it's 3 grams. It's about $15 less gold than the others. I did the math on this. It's still, you know, it's incredibly close to a 10th ounce, but you're missing about $15 of gold in this one. I paid $3.45 for each of these, so I'm still buying gold when it's that expensive. You know, it's right now it's dancing around 3,350 to 3,400. So, and I'm completely okay with that. I really think gold, you know, it's going to go up and it's going to go down. Try to buy the dip, and you'll do well. And try to look at it as a minimum of 5-year hold. That's my advice. But once again, not a financial advisor, just what I believe. Now let's talk about the real reason we're here. Silver is another great commodity, and it will most definitely follow gold. Just a little bit more volatile. Some people play the ratio, you know. They say historically the ratio, well, I mean, it's been as low as 40 to 1 before, and right now it's more like 100 to 1. If it ever was 120, meaning for every 1 ounce of gold, you have 120 ounces of silver, that'd be a great time to trade in some gold for some silver if you wanted to play the ratio. But I think silver will have a big return here in time. Not really sure how long it's going to take, but silver is being suppressed. The markets are manipulated, but one day silver is going to have a big rise. Anyways, definitely a safe haven asset as well. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the real reason we're here today. And this is a word from the book of Micah, Bishop's Bible of 1568. Also the rough draft of the King James. There were 20 copies of the Bishop's Bible that were put out loose leaf for the bishops when they did the translation work. And they were looking at the Hebrew and Greek and those majority Byzantine text types. And then the King James was scrupulously, it's kind of a hard word, a word you don't hear. It was a very critical translation, and it was checked with great integrity. Today, not many translation committees can say they've done as much as what we have with a good King James Bible. Now, just to show y'all what a regular Bible looks like compared to this Bible, yeah, you could fit dozens of them on here. So this is a huge pulpit folio. Bishop's Bible, let's hear it. And here's the word for everyone today. Wherewith shall I come before the Lord and bow myself to the high God? Shall I come before him with burnt offerings and with calves of a year old? Hath the Lord a pleasure in many thousands of rams, or innumerable streams of oil? Shall I give my firstborn for mine offenses, and the fruit of my body for the sin of my soul? He hath showed thee, O man, what is good and what the Lord requireth of thee, to do justly, to love mercy, and to humble thyself, to walk with thy God. Now, I left out namely. You see namely in the brackets, because in the Bishop's Bible, they put brackets on words they added so the grammatical structure of the English would be more in flow. Let me read that and add the word. He hath showed thee, O man, what is good, and what the Lord requireth of thee, namely, to do justly, to love mercy, and to humble thyself, to walk with thy God. Just a beautiful passage. God desires justice. He desires mercy. We are to love mercy and to walk humbly with God. Anyways, this is a beautiful section. I will go ahead and show y'all a few more passages. This Bible is full of pictures. Very beautiful Bible. We're going to go all the way back to Genesis here. Wow, here's one over here. My camera is kind of at its point, so here, if I can. Very, very large book. Let's go back to the beginning of the book here. So here is Queen Elizabeth. And this thing is printed in full color. It's an exact photocopy of an original. Every bit of it. Here we are in the book of Genesis, and this is what we're going to look at today. So, we see right here, the first book of Moses called, very big, I know, it's about to fall off the table towards me now, called, first book of Moses called Hebrew, of the first word of the book. I can't pronounce that. That's a Hebrew English word. And in Greek, Genesis. So we get Genesis from the Greek. And as you can see, here would be Almighty God. And here are the animals, the sun, the moon, the stars, all the creepy and crawly things. And then here's Adam and Eve on the second page here. As you can see, Adam and Eve in the garden. But all throughout this Bible, it is just filled with just beautiful photos. And get a load of this map right here. Very interesting. Figures spoken of in the year of this chapter before. This Bible is just loaded. So, very big work. But I just wanted to make a quick video and let y'all know that I am still buying gold, even at $33.50 an ounce. And I'm just buying it like this now. And you know, I'm in my 30s, and one day when I'm in my 60s, I'll be selling all this. But this is what I believe will preserve wealth. So just giving some ideas to y'all out there. I know the prices are just going to keep going up. We are in that still kind of a calm before the storm, I'm afraid, but I think Trump is going to make a lot of things a lot better. So we just need to keep in prayer for him and, you know, paying taxes and doing that which we should to make this world a better place, in the place where God has placed us. So until next time, y'all stay blessed. Please like, comment, subscribe, and let me know your thoughts on metals. Are y'all buying right now? Do you prefer one coin above another? This is just a little bit of what I had, but this here was pretty much a big chunk of last month's paycheck. So I'm leveraging what I can, but I do like to buy silver buffaloes and sometimes silver dollars when I get the chance, or halves. But yeah, that's what's going on. Y'all have a blessed evening, and thanks for watching.